Ba la la la, ba la la la, ba la 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 la. The goal at the moment is just to speak with Danielle, the creator of Valdez, and other people involved on the project, and to bring about what we see on the stage, the physical aspects of the stage, and what they will have to use to interact with in their movement and how they utilize the stage. Canción, really the inspiration is the mission itself, in that it's so integral into the whole story of San Juan, the history of San Juan, and in all of its social aspects. So it was trying to create a more or less blank slate for the actors and the singers to fill, but also to give a suggestion of the history, but not trying to label it to any one time period, because we are covering basically 4 epics or 4 general times in history, and we need to represent all of those and have it be fluid. So we don't have the luxury of bringing on set pieces or moving off set pieces per se. So it's really a stage for them to fill with their energy, and but also to give it some ambiance and a sense of the history of San Juan. So it's to create almost like a screen or a slate, blank slate unto itself for the performers to fill it and to deliver the story. My hope is that if people will see the show, I understand most of them won't be involved with the show, but if they can see the show, see the vibrant life quality of the teatro and the teatro community in and of itself, then I'm excited by the fact that hopefully the people here will understand that and come to embrace it.
I try to use the set as an inspiration to kind of guide the look and feel that I try to create in terms of regarding the lights. So right now, as I understand it, it's an exterior of the San Juan mission. So in terms of lighting the set, I'm giving it a night look as well as a day look. We also have narrators, so they're given specials downstage and center stage as well. The thing that I need to take into consideration with this design is that we'll also have a 16-foot screen behind this action of video being projected. So that means that we rely a lot on keeping the light off of the screen in the back. The images have been gathered by Robert Eliasson, and now I've been given the responsibility to go ahead and edit these images into a very entertaining montage to back up the songs in this piece.
The idea of the images is what I call the historical window. It's a look into the past through images that invoke the period, that enhance the period. There are times when the images tell a story of their own. And so working with historical photographs and images that we've been able to find, and I have to give credit to where it's due. I mean, we're working with the mission and the Parks Department, the Historical Department, and a lot of the personal photos that people have contributed. If you stay too long on the speech, then people get bored. They just shut off. On the other hand, with music, you can invoke a feeling in an audience and make them understand something through a feeling. Pictures and images are the same way. When you bring all 3 elements together, it makes the image or the point of what you're making that much more powerful. And the idea is an unconscious, conscious effort to learn. And in many ways, that's what the oratorio is really offering to people, is if you don't get it in the song, and if you don't get it in the narrative, then you'll get it in the images. And the images are important because these are historical windows into the past. And those images, even though they're locked together with a story and the anecdotes that come along with those stories, and the music underscoring that moment, the images really kind of capsulizes everything we're trying to say.
Most recently, I met with Danielle and Armida at the archives room of Old Mission San Juan Bautista for the purposes of reviewing the historic images in our database. These are images that have been scanned over the course of the last few years. Many of them document everything from the fiestas and the rodeos that were once convened at San Juan Bautista, as well as other ancillary events, buildings, artwork, etc. In addition to the historic images, we are offering to assist in culling images from my own collection, which is rather extensive and covers the last 17 years of my photography at Mission San Juan Bautista in San Benito County and in the California and Southwest missions more generally. Those images would then be utilized as backdrop images for the oratorio or the Canción de San Juan Bautista.